I'm Jessica, and as many of you know, I am Kathryn's big sister. I literally have her entire lifetime of memories. I also remember the day after she met Parker. It was 2013, and literally the stars aligned on July 3rd of 2013. And she just starts going on and on about this guy. His eyes, his smile. We stayed up all night talking. She's gushing. She had this giant smile on her face and was completely smitten. Listening to her talk on, and I'm just standing there and walking and thinking about how happy she is. And I turn to her and say, "He sounds great. What's his name?" And she goes, "I can't remember."
As long as we have been together, from the moment when we met on July 3rd at my best man's house, mom's house, I should say, where we talked for hours and hours and hours, I was certain I had fallen in love then, and I couldn't have been more wrong, because as the days went on, I fell more and more and more in love. You are the only person I could have ever asked for, and I ever will ask for in this world.
Parker, I struggled to find the right words to say to you today. After all, I could stand here for hours and talk about how much I love you and how right we are for each other. I wondered how I could ever summarize all the things I feel for you in a palatable amount of words. And then I happened across a quote the other day that struck my inspiration. It read, "Everything was hard until we found each other." I could stand here and say that everything became easy from the moment we met, but that would be untrue. In fact, I believe some parts of our lives were far more difficult due to the lack of life experience we had as young teenagers in love. As we've matured and we learned how to become adults, some aspects of our relationship became incredibly difficult, and it came to a point where everything was hard until we found each other.
You have a ring for each other. These most precious of metals symbolize that love is the most precious element in your life together. The ring has no beginning, no ending, which symbolizes that the love between you will never cease. You place these rings upon each other's fingers as visible signs of the vows which you have made this day, husband and wife. So, Kathryn, do you take Parker to be your husband, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until death do you part?
I do.
That hand, yeah. And Parker, do you take Kathryn to be your wife, to have and to hold from this day forward, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, until death or zombies do you part?
Yes, I do.
So now, Mr. and Mrs. Kathryn and Parker Deering, you may kiss your bride.
We'll
Parker a gift this morning, and it was a box filled with all of the things I have saved up from our very first date, which was a movie to Pacific Rim. So it was the movie ticket stuff. And I had a box full of things that I've collected over the last 10 years. I think that as far as getting married to Parker today, I wasn't nervous at all. I've been ready to marry you for a long time. And that was the least of, or maybe the most comforting thing about the whole day was knowing that by the end of it, you're gonna be my husband. And I'm so in love with you. And you're so special to me.
Anywhere, we'll get there soon. We'll get there soon. We could be any place.